Genre, realistic fiction. Dear Primo, A Letter to My Cousin by Duncan Tonatillo.
Essential question. How are kids around the world different? Read about how two cousins live and play in America and Mexico.
Score! I just got a letter from my primo, my cousin, Carlitos. I live in America, but he lives in Mexico, where my family is from. Maybe someday we'll meet. Dear Primo Charlie, how are you? Do you wonder like me what life is like far away? I live on a farm surrounded by mountains and trees. My family grows many things, such as maíz. We have a burro, pollos, and a gallo. Every morning the gallo crows and crows. Picture labels: gallo, maíz, burro, pollos. Dear Primo Carlitos, I live in a city. From my window, I can see a bridge and cars zooming by. I can see skyscrapers too. Skyscrapers are building so tall they tickle the clouds. At night, all the lights from the city look like stars from the sky. Every morning, I ride my bicicleta to school. I ride it past the perros and past the nopal. Picture labels: nopal, perros. I ride the subway to school. The subway is like a long metal snake, and it travels through tunnels underground. At recess time, I play football. My friend passes me the ball, I kick it with my foot, and if I score, I yell goal! I play basketball. My friend dribbles the ball and passes it to me. I jump and shoot. The ball goes swoosh. Nothing but net. When I come home from school, I help my mom cook. My favorite meal is quesadillas. I make them with cheese and tortillas. Picture labels: quesadillas, tortillas. In America, we have lots of different foods. My favorite is pizza. I like getting a slice on my way home from school. After I finish my homework, my mom lets me go outside and play. In Mexico, we have many games, like trompos and canicas. Picture labels: trompo, canicas. My favorite game is papalotes. My friends and I run, and with a little wind, we fly the papalote high up. Picture label: papalote. When I finish my homework, I play games with my friends from the building. We play by the stoop and in each other's apartments, too. I like going over to my friend's home to play video games. In the afternoon, it often gets hot. To cool off, I jump in a small rio that is nearby. Picture label: rio. In the summer, the city gets hot too. I like getting splashed by the fire hydrant when the firefighters open it up and close off the block.
Visualize. What do the cousins like to do when it is hot? Use the visualization strategy to help you.
On the weekend, I go with my parents to the mercado, an open-air market in the town nearby. We sell maíz and tunas, a prickly fruit that we grow. We also buy the food and other things we need. Picture labels: maíz, tunas. On the weekend, I go with my mom to the supermarket. She brings a list: milk, toothpaste, soap. And I check off the items as we put them in our cart. In the town, from time to time, they have fiestas that last 2 or 3 days. At night, there are cohetes that light up the sky and mariachis that play and play. Picture labels: cohetes, mariachis. In my city, sometimes we have parades. People in costumes and uniforms march down the street, and everyone gathers around to watch. There are charros in Mexico that I wish you could see. They do tricks with their caballos and reatas. Picture labels: charros, reata, caballo. On the streets here, you can see breakdancers who do flips and spin on their heads. In Mexico, we have so many traditions, such as the Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead. My favorite tradition is attending the December parties called posadas. At the end of each posada, there is a piñata filled with fruit and sweets. When someone breaks it, we all get to jump in. Picture label: piñata.
What customs does the Primo celebrate? Reread to check your understanding.
In America, we have traditions too, such as Thanksgiving, when we eat turkey, and Halloween, when we dress up and go trick-or-treating. But I have to stop writing now. My mom just told me I have to brush my teeth and go to bed. I have an idea. My primo should come visit me. My primo should come visit me.
About the author and illustrator. Duncan Tonatiuh made his own comic books, drew cartoons of his friends, and also painted pictures as a child. Now Duncan writes and illustrates books. When Duncan creates a book, he starts with an idea. For Dear Primo, he had the idea of two cousins writing to each other. He wanted readers to understand that people everywhere are more alike than different. Next, Duncan writes and rewrites the story. Then he draws the pictures. Sometimes Duncan puts the book aside for months before he looks at it again. He may have a new idea about the story and want to change things. Finally, he finishes the illustrations. Then the book is ready to be published. Author's purpose. Duncan uses Spanish words throughout the story. How does this help you understand what Carlitos is writing about in his letters?
Make connections. What are some different customs of Carlitos and Charlie? Tell about a Mexican custom you read about in Dear Primo.